Hello, my name is Corey Anderson. This is my JGen project. In this short presentation, I will be talking to you about acid rain. First, I will give some general background knowledge and description of acid rain, when it was discovered, who coined the term, and what are some basic common chemicals involved in acid rain. Next, I will lead you through the process of how it's caused, how it's formed, and how it's dispersed. Finally, I'll wrap up by saying how it affects our buildings and how it affects the environment and why that is so important. First off, what is acid rain? Acid rain is any form of precipitation that has an acidic or chemical compound mixed in it that falls from the sky to the ground. Now, acid rain was discovered in 1853, however, it wasn't highly researched by scientists until the late 1960s. After that period, this is when Robert Angus Smith coined the term acid rain in 1873. Now, what are some common chemicals involved in acid rain? There are multiple different chemicals that are involved. However, we're going to focus on the two most potent and most important, which are sulfur dioxide, or SO2, and nitrogen oxide, NOx. So, now you have some general background information what acid rain is. Let's get into what causes it. Acid rain is caused by chemical emissions, which can be shown here. As you can see, cars and other things powered by engines emit black smog, or nitrogen oxide and sulfur dioxide in a black smog. Same with factories. Now, when these factories in vehicles and other things powered by engines emit these chemicals in the black smog, they then merge with clouds. When they merge with the clouds are then pushed by prevailing winds and other forces, as you can see here, and they're pushed elsewhere. Now, this can be state to state, it can be nationwide, it can even be global if it's severe enough. But the point is, when the clouds gain enough energy carrying those chemicals and they produce rain, those chemicals are mixed and combined with the water droplets, which then shed acid rain on the environment and the structures we built. So, let's get into how it affects those structures. Now, acid rain can have drastic effects over the years. Now, you won't see any drastic 1 to 2 year structures being damaged by acid rain. However, over a period of time, it can really show damage and be unsightly, which can be shown here. This is a new gravestone. As you can see, the colors are sharp, the white is bright. There is a clear coat on the gravestone, especially in the corners. Now, there are no cracks, no chips, no nothing. It's a brand new gravestone. It looks great. However, after years and years and years of chemical weathering, or acid rain, it creates this, which, as you can see, the colors are all but dissolved. The white is non-existent. It's ineligible and unsightly. Now, there are starting to be chips and cracks all over, which means it's starting to infringe upon the structural integrity of the granite tombstone, which can be bad because we can relate this to our buildings. When we build bridges, dams, any other structure, if we have those cracks, those chips, that's not good. Over extended periods of time, that'll cause structural damage, which then will harm us. Now, how does this relate to the environment? Well, acid rain, when it's shed on environments, it merges with the water, it's absorbed into the ground, the trees use it, the animals drink it. Now, small animals and insects can get sick or die off of it. Not only that, when it's absorbed, it will kill the trees and vegetation and dissolve some of the trees and vegetation in the process. Now, the most drastic and important part of it affecting the environment is if it gets dissolved or absorbed into our water supply. This is terrible, because if it is severe enough that it gets past all the blockage and barriers in the ground to get to our fresh water supply, we will have no fresh drinking water except for in the reserves that we hold. This is not good in case of a crisis or other situations. Now, I hope you learned something today from my presentation, or have a heightened awareness of what acid rain is and can find ways to stop it. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Corey Anderson with my JGen project. Have a great day.